Alright, so sound check, alright. So we are gonna reboot me and my dad's game that we play on Friday. This is an amazing game. Two, four, there, give me a second. Replace. Today's the third. Yesterday was the second. So it's the first. No, it wasn't Black Forest. Oh, yes, it's Hideout. Alright, so it's EMR, and King Klepper versus Dragon Knight Ash, me, and Dragon Knight Bane, my dad. So, Persians and Khmer versus Franks in Spanish. Let's start. Alright. Let's do this. Alright. That's how my dad's doing. Alright. So, we start searching for our sheep and stuff, as usual. And at Hideout, there's a bunch of trees in the middle. It's just kind of crazy. And yeah. So as you guys know, I start with 4 wood and 6 on food. Then I put 11 on bushes. And my dad starts with 6 on sheep, 4 on wood, the rest of them. No, yeah. So I only have 2 on wood because these guys are making houses. I have 15 on food and 4 on wood. Alright, let's see the... So me and my dad are winning. My dad just discovered this place. I told him to grab a sheep. So that's the sheep that he's on in the town center, because the sheep was about right here. And he investigated Orange Place and he stole a sheep. So yeah. So me and my dad made a decision that in both the corners we're gonna put free markets over here, free markets over here. By the end of the game I have 40 trade carts and my dad has 24. But I have 42. My dad has 22, I mean. So up here my knight will get killed because red makes a wall about like right here. Alright. So right now, yeah, pretty dope. Alright. Speed up a bit. Yeah, so as you can see, he will go over here soon. I start making both of my town centers very soon. Actually, no, because, sorry, I forgot that this is in Castle Age. So then here, I discovered that he was making a wall. Over here, my dad has, here, let's check up on it. Blue, alright. My dad has 11 farms, 14 on food, 13 on food, 9 on wood. Let's go over here. Green. So I have 12 on the food, 13 on food, I mean, and 8 on wood. I start making my 210. No, why do I keep on thinking this is... Alright, I start upgrading to Castle Age. My dad is really far from upgrading Castle. Actually, no. He's already to the Castle Age. My dad's builder gets him to Castle Age right away. I upgrade Castle Age. I upgrade there, and soon I start making free markets. I make my 210 shares. I start these free villagers. I'm pretty sure I made yeah, I made barracks. Or no, I made yeah. Alright, so me and my dad walled off them. Oh. So I am making a lot of villagers. I put a bunch of houses on this side. Speed this up. Alright. Huh? Alright. So, yeah. So I started to make some horse stables. I built my first horse stable and I'm making my second over here. And by the end I have a bunch of castles. I make my first castle very soon. My dad as well starts making his army. Yeah. Alright, so I got 11 trade units. My dad has 21 trade units. By the end of this, I have so many trade units. I'm not spoiling it. Alright. So I start upgrading Castle Age right now. They just advanced to Imperial. Wow, I'm upgrading Imperial, I mean. Alright. So I start making some guys. And very soon I make a bunch of castles. And they start building up their army. Dad was very shocked at Reds while I was over here. And yeah. Alright, so these guys, I start making my castles. Yeah. Just because I was far behind doesn't mean that they'll be our army. Oh man. tip, if you should get free markets and get about 40 train carts. So right now, Red's playing some of his guys over there, and Orange is playing some of his guys over here. Alright, so I start making a bunch of onagers and stuff, and I have 10 knights. Yeah. Alright, so how much gold do I have? I have 200. Alright, how much train carts? 13 train carts. I upped a bit, but I told my dad how much train carts I have, and then I just spammed. Alright, so he got more stables than me, and yeah. So very soon I start making more. So my dad just told me that he's moving his guys from wood because he's afraid that these guys were gonna go through. And yeah, we decided to do that. And yeah. Alright, so right now 7 nights. I'm getting some Mongols, and pretty sure I'm upgrading to Cavalier. Yeah. So they're building up their army. Me and my dad barely have, well, we do have army, but yeah. Alright. I soon start upgrading Cavalier because with Franks, I don't know about this with your guys' sisters, but with Franks you can't upgrade Cavalier or Paladin unless you're in Imperial Age. Tell me out. Comment down below what's your favorite civs, and yeah. The only reason my dad and me started making videos was to just quickly, and if you're not, you should like and subscribe. Yeah, pretty dope. So my dad built a wall over here because he's afraid, as I just said. How much train carts do I have? I have 21. As I don't think you guys can see it, but I start making a bunch more train carts. And now I got Cavaliers. And with these guys, I dug a little. Yeah. Alright. Speed us up a bit. And if you guys know here, please tell them. So my dad starts trying to break through, or he starts trying to break through. And I tell him if he needs my paladins. So yeah. As you can see, I dug it. Well, when I get paladins, I send them over. And yeah. If you guys want to try Franks, please try them. They are so much fun. My dad loves Spanish. He has been playing his whole entire, not his whole entire life because he's 41, but he has been playing Age of Empires for like 27 years. He started off with Age of Empires 1, and then he did Age of Empires 2. So right now I have 6 augers. Let's check up on my dad. My dad started getting some can guys. I forgot what they were called. And he pushes through of it. Here. Wait. Here, so. Yeah. My dad wants me to catch the battle. So he starts charging with some knights. He has crossbowmen. My paladins up here. Crush him. And yeah. These outfinchings guys did nothing for our army. So soon, me and my dad start pushing. Even when we were demolishing and laying the game, they didn't really get the stuff that they needed to conquer our army. But yeah, pretty dope. Just because, remember, just because if you're getting beaten badly in a game, it's more likely, like, you can't have an army, but if you have an army and you're getting beaten badly by, like, 5,000, just remember, it can be economy. It doesn't mean that they're gonna demolish you with, their army. Before, me and my dad played several games where we did 2v2s, and so right here, I charge him with my paladins, as you can see. They realize how much paladins I have in my dad's Mongols and stuff. I start making, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I start making horse stables. And me and my dad start crushing these guys, army over here. I said I'm gonna go for economy, but then my dad told me to get down here because he has elephants and stuff. No, I mean, alright. So my dad tells me to go for these guys over here. And the crossbowmen. I'm pretty sure I go for a crossbowman. No, I go for these guys. Alright. Yeah, so I start making a bunch of cavalry. Me and my dad, this. And as I was saying in 2v2, we were getting beaten badly, but turns out the guy didn't have any army, and we demolished him with our army. Dad tells me to get my paladins back, but then he says it's okay, get back in there. And yeah. Me and my dad were trying a lot more than what's ever happened here. And right now I have 33 train units. I start getting a bunch of paladins. I have 51 paladins right here. And yeah. I had 6 songers. Yeah, just for you guys know, definitely I would suggest about 6 markets where you can get 40 trade cards easily, and for population, as you know, you need kind of like 40 village. No, not 40 villagers. So I go for like 20 villagers. I go for economy, but my dad tells me get back down there because it's elephants and stuff. I got 60 paladins now, and yeah. So my augers are getting on the town center now when me and my dad demolish these guys. So Red tries to But I upgraded the wall, then I saw him doing it, so I started getting a bunch of all my villagers on wood and putting on it. Right now I'm beating orange. And yeah. So since I beat that, we decided to go further in. And me and my dad didn't really know that he was... Oh. Yeah. I kind of thought that was his territory, but... So I get my augers in there to demolish. Yeah. So I have 17 paladins and we're gonna go up there. I eventually get my augers in there and I ran a bit low on paladins, but I still had a lot of... I got so much gold from trading. Me and my dad had like 30,000 train profit because of his bonus. And they only had like 3,600 train profit. I'm pretty sure Orange had 3,000 trading profit. And Red had 6,000, but yeah. So I'd still try to break through, but I was, of course, just that. And it's hard to keep my eyes on the battle while still doing that, but... So I have 5 augers now. Let's just upload it. Let's get to where we... Sorry. So as you can see, I got some more augers up here. For some reason, they move so slow when during the pack, but yeah. It's right, and then still tries. Eventually, me and my dad told me to just put all my guys down there. So that's exactly what I did. Yeah, but right now I have 39. This is not live, by the way. A live game, I mean, but yeah. I actually had no idea why my villagers were over there. I'm pretty sure I put them on this wall, but they can't get to it, so they decided to go over there. I have so much of a great population right now because you know what just happened, and plus down here, my villagers on wood. But yeah, enjoy the show. So, me and I did start going drastically on. And I started to get a little worried when he eventually breaks down this wall. Which I don't know how his trebuchet got through, but yeah. Oh yeah, there's a oval button. So I go that back down there. Guys, just remember, you should have a builder, or just make your own builder. But if you don't have a builder, then just make a builder. And I didn't have too much villagers, but that is still good because I had here, give me a second. 33 trade units, and by the end I gas on them. So that's how I got so much paladins with not too much population, but yeah. Not too much villagers, but yeah. Anyways, I have 44 in my units. I get a bunch of longers, as you can see up here in paladins. So down here, he tries pushing. So I send my paladins all the way down there soon. And me and my dad push a lot on the orange. Orange didn't really use this whole entire, red didn't use this whole entire area, but yeah. So I was getting kind of worried because of that, so eventually I sent my paladins down there. And yeah. And they thought they were sneaking because they got so much pikemen, because they knew I had paladins. But yeah. So I'm pretty sure moving down there. Alright, yeah, so anytime now I start moving down there, because he's starting to break through. So I start sending all my paladins down there. I am on everything that I have. Yeah, I sent him down there to fight. Alright. My augers is kind of why I win this, and my paladins. My trebuchets didn't do a whole lot. So they thought they were sneaky by doing that. But these guys down here, I sent up there, and yeah, and I didn't have a lot of guys, but so I sent all my paladins down there. There, speeds up a bit. Bro, this is so glitchy when you speed up. And at this moment, I still have 33 somehow. But by the end, I have 44. So I got a bunch of paladins and augurs down here, as you can see. So I tried pushing, but I realized that he had pikemen, and my 10 augurs and got my augurs pushed on those pikemen. They thought they were sneaky, trying to get my trebuchets. Got one trebuchet and they got two. But my semi-paladins down there to destroy those augurs. Guys, no hero, please tell him to watch this back. And yeah, since he quit, Orange quit, I kept on going. My dad tried to, yeah. Alright, that's it for today. See y'all later.